Most people don't realize this. Attraction isn't about how you look. It's about how people feel when they're around you. And the uncomfortable truth, most people are unknowingly pushing others away while thinking they're doing the right things. I used to be one of them. I thought being attractive socially meant being interesting, saying the right things, trying to impress. It doesn't. In fact, some of those habits do the exact opposite. Once I started paying attention to how people actually connect, patterns started showing up, subtle, repeatable, learnable, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. Most people get at least a few of these wrong without realizing it. Let's fix that. Here are the 7 social skills that make people seriously attractive. Skill 7. They leave you feeling better than before. This is the one almost nobody focuses on, but it's the one people remember. After every interaction, there's a silent question. How do I feel after being around this person? Most people don't think about this at all. They focus on what they said, how they sounded, how they came across. But socially attractive people focus on something else entirely, the emotional impact they leave behind. Because people forget words. They don't forget how you made them feel. And here's where it gets deeper. Everyone you meet is carrying something: stress, pressure, doubt, things they won't say out loud. If someone interacts with you and feels even slightly lighter afterward, they come back. Not consciously, but automatically. That's not charm, that's emotional intelligence. Skill 6. They notice what others overlook. Most compliments are forgettable. Nice outfit. You're funny. That's cool. They last a few seconds, then disappear. But specific observations, those stay because they signal something rare. Attention, real attention. For example, noticing how someone explains things in a way that makes others feel comfortable, or how they include people who are usually left out. That hits differently because now you're not reacting, you're seeing. And people are not used to being seen that clearly. That's why this works. Not because it's nice, but because it's uncommon. Skill 5. They're comfortable with silence. Silence exposes people. That's why most avoid it. They fill every gap. Over-explain. Talk just to keep things moving. But what they don't realize is that urgency signals insecurity. Socially attractive people do the opposite. They pause, they let moments breathe, and that calmness communicates something powerful without words. I'm not trying to impress you. And ironically, that's what makes them impressive. Because when someone is comfortable in silence, it removes pressure from the interaction, and people trust that feeling. Skill 4. They remember what you said. Here's something most people underestimate. Being remembered is a form of validation. You mention something small, a story, a detail, a preference, and you forget about it. But then later, they bring it up, casually, naturally, and in that moment, something shifts. Because now it's clear, you weren't just talking, they were actually listening. Most people hear you, very few actually register you. That difference is everything. And once someone feels like you truly pay attention to them, they start opening up faster, staying longer, trusting deeper. Skill 3. They don't try to be funny. This is where a lot of people lose the room. They try too hard. They prepare lines, force jokes, chase reactions, but forced humor creates distance because now you're performing instead of connecting. The people who are naturally attractive socially don't chase laughs. They recognize moments. Something small happens, something slightly off, something real, and they point it out. That shared recognition creates a different kind of connection. Not I'm funny, but yeah, we see the same thing. And that feeling, being mentally in sync with someone is far more powerful than just making them laugh. Skill 2. They understand eye contact. Eye contact is one of the fastest ways people judge confidence. And most people get it wrong instantly. Too little, you seem unsure. Too much, you create tension. But there's a rhythm to it. A few seconds of direct eye contact, a natural break, then back again. It creates a loop of engagement. And here's what's interesting. People don't consciously analyze this. They just feel it. They walk away thinking, there's something about that person. This is part of what they're feeling. Skill 1. They give you their full attention. This is the rarest skill on this list, and the most powerful, because almost nobody does it anymore. Most people are distracted, half listening, half thinking, half present. But when someone gives you their full attention, no phone, no scanning the room, no waiting to speak, just presence, it creates an immediate shift. You feel it, and you don't question it. Because in a world where attention is constantly divided, someone who gives you all of theirs feels different, and different gets remembered. Here's what most people still get wrong. Attraction isn't about being impressive. It's not about saying the perfect thing, and it's definitely not about trying harder. It's about how people experience you. That's it. And once you understand, you stop focusing on yourself and start focusing on the interaction. That's when everything changes. If you want more content that breaks down human behavior like this, without the noise, subscribe. New videos every week.